If I ever post this video, I don't want you guys to confuse me for Solomon. I just had a very hectic night in so many ways I can't explain. Yeah, some things are meant to be kept secret. Those are the keys to our. These are the secret ingredients to our lives. Not necessarily success, yeah, but to our lives, eventually to our success. But what I've really thought about is for the past few hours is, you might really think I'm Solomon here, which I'm not trying to be. But what's up with all of this? What's up? I mean, all of it, all of it. We do not own much. We only own our soul. We really do not own much. We only own our soul. That's all we own. I was putting on a cap. I was putting on a cap at least to hide this whatever I put on my head. I was putting on a cap, but I was like, nah. Let me just be me. I'm gonna shave it anyways. Let me just be me right now, and let me just speak. Let me just say whatever I have to say, because what I really have to say is, most of it is not even worth it. It's funny. I'm being honest. Maybe I haven't touched the best. Maybe. What about a woman in the red dress? We talk about the Matrix a lot. Like I've talked about the Matrix before. In the movie The Matrix, there is a very perfect description in the movie The Matrix, where I'm not sure I've made this video yet, but I said the woman in the red dress gets prettier and prettier the harder you work. The more you work harder, the prettier she gets. And she doesn't have to distract you. And I'm so right, because she really is a distraction. She really is a distraction. And she doesn't have to distract you. I've tried to. The woman in the red dress doesn't really distract me that much. From time to time, I'm just like, she's the woman in the red dress. Let's just give her a chance. To whoever, which of them is, right? And then I give her a chance, and I'm like, then why? Why? What's even all this? What is all of this for? It's a little bit scary what I'm saying, but I hope it doesn't come across that way. Um, the interesting realization and interesting take today. I had a, I had a. Let me just say that I haven't slept the whole night. Should I say everything? No. I just haven't slept the whole night, and for some reasons, and I was just thinking really hard. No, actually, I was working, but I'm just saying, for some minutes, I had to think, right? Before making this video, I had to think. I was asking myself, was it worth it? I know it's a little bit vague, like, what do you mean, was it worth it? But I'm talking about something precise. I'm talking about a woman in the red dress. Understand? Get it like that. I'm talking about a woman in the red dress. Was it worth it? No, it wasn't. And it wasn't. It really wasn't. I'm being honest, 100,000%. So the woman in the red dress isn't even worth it. Then what's even worth it even? I'm starting to feel, and I've always had this feeling, but I never knew how accurate I was. I'm feeling more accurate, and by the day, that the only thing we have control over, the only thing we firmly can affect, is our soul, is our mind. And that's what we should keep as pure as we can. Stay away from the hands of the enemy. Stay away from the the treacherous attempts of very close enemies from close and far away. Stay away from them. You know, some things we can't do without, some things we can. Go as long as you can with the things you can do with you can do without, and then the things you can't, when it's necessary, have them. A lot of things you think you need, you don't really need them. And it's a very hard struggle. This is the thing, it's a very hard struggle because I'm saying this, and it's still coming to I'm still realizing that many people, I will say this, and even though it is clear for people, even though it's they clearly are like, I know I don't need this one, i don't I, I don't really need this one, I don't really need this one, I don't really need this one, but this is what I want to have in life, even though it would not change anything about me. I know I don't need this, but somehow they just can't find a way to be happier with or without that thing, with or without, because you don't really need it. There are some things you need, but if you're already somewhere in a room comfortable, most times you don't need so much more. Most times, and you should be really. You should. I'm not saying you shouldn't strive for more, but I'm saying this mood thing. This mood. I'm talking about the fact that I hope people don't waste their lives. I truly hope people don't waste their lives. If you're living in a, if you have let me say, an averagely good life, if you identify yourself as someone who has an averagely good life right now, and you are not happy, I want you to solve for happy. There is a very famous guy. There's a famous. It's not very famous, but it's a famous guy. That was a Google CEO who had a book about this, and he even made a podcast about this. And I've heard one of his takes, and it's so interesting. I want people to go to it and listen, please. Go and listen to what he has to say. I've never been I've never been a kind of person that's sad, all these kind of things, right? So I don't really need it that much. But if you're the kind of person that, I'm telling you now, I'm not saying if you have a perfect life, I'm saying if you have an average, mediocre life and you can't figure out how to be happy, just go and watch one of his stuffs, go and buy his books, go and whatever you can do to consume his stuff and really get what he's saying. Please do that. Do it. I'm telling you, his stuff is amazing. Um, I've made a long video. I don't know what I've said because I've said a whole bunch of things. Basically, we don't need much to be happy. A lot of the temptations that we see in the real world are not even real. People will not get what I just said. A lot of the temptations we see in the real world are not even real. A night out is not even fun. Having a girl, not that fun. I think I've said a lot. I think I'm going to end it here. I'm sure I'll publish this video. I don't have a title for it yet. I just hope it helps one person. Just one.